This is a very interesting case where we discussed it with the doctor in charge of this case, Dr. Maduri from United States, and she sent this case for us to do an upper and lower design first, so we can understand how to better solve this static problem that the patient is complaining. And this is clearly not a case to solve only with restorations because we don't have teeth well distributed, and also, it's not possible to solve only with aligners. So this is a ortho-restorative case. And everything is pointing us that this cuspid, the ideal is to move distal and place a lateral here, right? But to evaluate the CBCT, and this is why I always recommend when you are ordering or submitting the aligner to incorporate the CBCT there, because you can complement this smile design uh, with this information when planning the aligners. In this case, when we receive it in TPS, the initial idea of placing an implant here in the lateral, after discussing with Dr. Maduri, we decided to go in a different way. Okay, and even though here it seems that is not a good idea, I'm going now to explain you why. This is the plan with the original idea, okay, where we were moving distal, the cuspid, and opening barrier space. But the ability of to incorporate the CBST provide us a very important information here. Let's focus in this area and let's check the amount of root movement we need to do, because actually we don't have any space to place the implant there clinically. And looking just to the crown area, it seems that we have, but when we bring the CBCT, we see that the root is completely tipped to mesial, uh, filling all the space that we need to place the implant. And to do this movement, to distalize, it's a very complex movement that takes a lot of time, and probably we won't achieve all of this tipping in the first set. Okay, so the decision-making process here was, since the patient will require restorations anyway, and she has small crowns that we will be increasing teeth size and improving the proportion, um, to move mesially, as we are going to show you now, like you're seeing here, it's going to be much more predictable. Okay, from this to this, I'm not moving the roots so much anymore. I am now tipping the crown mesially, and I am opening space to place an implant here in the cuspid area. Okay, and later with the restorations, we will be improving, and we're leaving all the diaspons necessary to make a restorative work from premolar to premolar in this case. Now the ortho is much more predictable, and it's much more uh, time saving for us to finish this treatment with much less stages. Uh, Here, just a quick note. Uh, you are seeing the root moving a little bit out of the bone, okay? But considering where the root was originally, and considering the patient is very young, what we expect is that the bone that we see around the root will remodel together with this movement. And mostly because the root movement is much smaller now, uh, we don't expect that this is going to actually happen, because bone regeneration and bone remodeling will be happening around. So when you have a case that you are not sure where to move an anterior teeth, if you should move the cuspid and place it in the lateral position, or move to the original position, which normally is the ideal thing to do, my recommendation to you is to always check the CBCT and check the movements. And if the case requires restorations, this is something you can compensate later. But if this is a very healthy crown and you don't plan to do restorations, I think it's worth the effort to move distally and place the cuspid in its original position. Okay, so this is a very particular situation where we decided to move to the lateral position, mostly because you will have a lot of restorations in this area later. Okay, well, I hope you like this tip, and see you soon. Bye bye.